starting at the end of 2024. In fact, actually it was the end of 2023. RSNA of 2023, I started to see large language models being deployed for radiology. Large language models are a kind of foundation model. And at the time, we were only using narrow AI. Narrow AI meaning it does one thing. If you're looking at a chest x-ray, it will tell you one thing. And these language models were general. They could tell you anything. And when I saw that come out at RSNA, I said, next year, 2024, we're not looking at narrow AI anymore. So to me, the biggest breakthrough in radiology AI are foundation models. We are using them now for language only. Language only assists us in radiology reporting. And we also have multimodal AI with language and vision. And that's helping to create a drafted report. It will look at an image or a set of images, including a comparison, and draft a full report for you, almost like an AI resident. It's a game changer. I think the key word that you said for challenge is integration. The hardest component right now is the deployment part. There's so much involved in deployment that people underestimate how difficult it is. They think if you create the tool, then it's good to go, you just put it into practice. But you need to technically deploy it into your infrastructure. It needs to be able to scale. It needs to be able to manage the variability within the data. And that's even before it gets to the radiologist. So at that point, you need to train your radiologists. They need to accept it. They need to understand where AI makes mistakes so that they don't have automation bias and complacency or distrust. So there's a huge amount of work that goes into deployment. And even after deployment, you have to continuously monitor the accuracy of the AI and how your end user, your radiologist, is using that tool. Maybe I'm biased because I created the course, so perhaps unfair for me to answer this question, but I created the course very specifically to provide that fundamental understanding, very practical value to allow people to understand how do you get AI out there if you want to use it in clinical practice. What do you have to do before you deploy, including validating the AI model, and how do you do that? What do you do during deployment so that radiologists accept it and you mitigate bias? What do you do after deployment with continuous monitoring, and what are the metrics that you use to prove value? Those are the things that I considered when creating the course, and I'm very hopeful that that came through in the course content.